Hello, this is Julian again. In this video I will explain how the game flow, how is the gameplay. First of all, we have here a track in which at the start of the game the players will be chosen if they want to play the long game. To play the long game, the players start with their propellers in the leftmost spot with the big propeller. That will give us 3 more actions during the course of the game. The game is more loose, is more for learners. You will have more money and more capability of taking more actions. By the end of the game, some of the actions you have to plan carefully so you don't get by the end of the game with useless actions. If you decide to play the short game, you start with your propellers in this spot. In this length of game, the money is more tight. You have to be more strategic in your planning, and you will have less money through all the game, making you to be more carefully about the actions you take, and usually it requires to take a loan. The game will be played in several rounds, and we will be having 3 scoring phases. These markers will be moving at the consolidation phase. These propellers will be moving to the right. That will be determine the player order, in which order the players will be playing during their turn. And also when the marker reaches this spot with this marker with one red, I don't know how to call to one of the things of the propeller, sorry, will we be having a scoring phase. Then when all the propellers reaches this spot, we'll be having a second scoring phase, and when our propellers reach this space, we'll be having the end of game scoring phase. During the game, our propellers can move past this point, mean to this space. That means that for every action the players want to take, they must pay 1 battery. So let's see now how we make that thing moving around. In your turn, if you have a free action disc on your power, you must place it on the lowest number and then take an action. The actions are to play 1 card to your tableau, to retrieve all your cards from your tableau, and then move the propeller to the right. So this is a way of the propeller moving to the right. We can also pass. This means that we don't play any card, we don't retrieve any card, but we get 1 battery. So you do one of those 3 things on your turn. The turns goes around the table, then the turns come back to you. You do one of those things again, and then again, and when the turns come back to you and you have no free disc, we will have the consolidation phase, and we will be following these steps right here. The first step says we retrieve all your discs to our hand. Then we will retrieve 1 card from our tableau. Then we'll be generating batteries. Then we will collect our income. And finally we'll move our propeller 1 step to the right. After all players have done the consolidation phase, we check if the propellers have reached the scoring marker, or eventually the end of game scoring marker. After the end of game scoring, the player with the most money is the winner of the game. That is a quick overview of how the game plays.